Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here today. We're going to take a comprehensive look at cannabis from multiple angles: its history, various uses, legal status, and where the future might take us. Throughout this presentation, we'll explore the botanical aspects, medical benefits, social impacts, economic factors, and regulatory considerations surrounding cannabis. It's a complex and fascinating topic, and I'm excited to share this journey with you. Let's dive in. Cannabis, often called weed, marijuana, or hemp, is a plant that contains compounds known as cannabinoids. These cannabinoids interact with a special system in our bodies called the endocannabinoid system, which plays a role in regulating various functions. Among these compounds, the two most familiar are THC and CBD. THC is the one that produces psychoactive effects, the high people associate with marijuana, while CBD does not cause intoxication and is commonly linked to potential therapeutic benefits. People use cannabis for many reasons, including medical treatment, recreational enjoyment, and industrial uses, especially when it comes to hemp products. Understanding these key aspects helps us grasp the diverse nature of cannabis and its impact. Cannabis has been part of human history for thousands of years, used across many ancient cultures for a variety of purposes, including medicine, spirituality, and recreation. In traditional Chinese medicine, there are historical records showing cannabis was valued for its therapeutic properties. Similarly, in India, cannabis played a role in religious ceremonies, highlighting its spiritual significance. Over time, the use of cannabis spread globally, adapting to the needs and cultures of different regions. Today, cannabis is at the center of modern scientific research and social conversation, as society's attitudes toward its use continue to evolve. This long and complex history helps us understand the many dimensions of cannabis today. When we talk about types of weed, there are three main categories to understand: indica, sativa, and hybrids. Indica strains are known for their relaxing and sedative effects, making them a popular choice in the evening or for managing pain. On the other hand, sativa strains tend to be uplifting and energizing, which is why they're often preferred during the day. Then we have hybrids, which are carefully bred by combining both indica and sativa strains. This allows for a mix of effects tailored to different tastes and medical needs. Ultimately, it's the unique chemical makeup of each strain that determines how it affects you and what it's best used for. When we look at the legal landscape surrounding cannabis, the first thing to understand is that laws vary significantly around the world. Some places have fully embraced cannabis legalization, allowing its use both medically and recreationally. This is the case in numerous countries and several U.S. states, where regulatory frameworks support licensed production and sale. Meanwhile, other regions have opted for decriminalization, which means possession might not lead to criminal charges, but could still involve fines or other penalties. Importantly, this area of law is very dynamic. Governments are continually updating policies to balance public health, safety concerns, and the potential economic benefits that legalized cannabis markets can offer. It's a complex, rapidly shifting environment that requires close attention. Cannabis is increasingly used to manage a variety of medical conditions, such as chronic pain, epilepsy, multiple sclerosis, and the nausea often experienced during chemotherapy. Research indicates that it can be effective in these therapeutic areas, although we still need more studies to fully understand its potential. Many countries have responded by creating regulated medical marijuana programs, allowing patients to access cannabis under careful medical supervision. Among the active compounds in cannabis, cannabinoids like CBD are being studied for their anti-inflammatory and neuroprotective properties, showing promise beyond symptom relief. Overall, scientific investigation continues as we strive to gain a clearer picture of both the benefits and limitations of cannabis in medicine. Recreational cannabis use refers to consuming products that contain THC specifically to experience psychoactive effects. People use cannabis in different ways, with the most common methods being smoking, vaping, and eating edibles. When consumed, typical effects often include feelings of euphoria and relaxation, along with changes in how time is perceived and an increase in appetite. However, these effects can vary widely depending on factors such as the dosage taken, the specific strain of cannabis, and the individual's own tolerance level. It's also important to keep safety in mind. Users should follow safe consumption practices to reduce the risk of any negative reactions. When discussing cannabis use, it's important to understand the associated health risks. One major concern is the potential for dependency, especially with heavy use or when use begins at a young age. Cognitive functions can also be impaired under these conditions. In the short term, users may experience side effects like dizziness, anxiety, or even paranoia, along with impaired coordination, which can affect daily activities and safety. The long-term effects are still being studied, but some research suggests there could be impacts on memory and mental health, particularly in individuals who may be more vulnerable. This highlights the importance of responsible use and staying informed to reduce these risks as much as possible. The cannabis industry has seen remarkable growth, creating numerous jobs and generating significant tax revenue. This growth has not only opened up new business opportunities, but also contributed positively to local economies. On the law enforcement side, legalization has shifted priorities by reducing arrests for possession, allowing resources to be redirected toward other areas. Economically, cannabis has stimulated development in sectors like agriculture and retail, encouraging innovation and investment. Socially, public attitudes are evolving, with ongoing discussions around equity and access becoming central. These debates are crucial as the industry aims to ensure fair opportunities for all participants in this rapidly expanding market. When we look at the debates surrounding cannabis legalization, there are compelling arguments on both sides. Supporters emphasize the many benefits, including how cannabis can provide medical relief for various conditions, potentially reduce crime by undermining illegal markets, and contribute to economic growth through taxation and job creation. On the other hand, opponents express valid concerns about public health risks, particularly the impact on youth who might gain easier access. They also worry about broader societal costs, such as increased healthcare expenses and impaired productivity. Beyond these points, there's still a significant social stigma attached to cannabis use, and political challenges remain, making it a complex issue influenced by diverse views across different communities and governments. This ongoing debate reflects how multifaceted and nuanced the conversation around cannabis legalization truly is. Looking ahead, the future of cannabis is really exciting and multifaceted. First, research into its medical potential is ongoing, with scientists exploring how cannabis can be used to treat a range of conditions more effectively. At the same time, we're seeing new product developments that go beyond the familiar THC and CBD, introducing other cannabinoids that might offer unique benefits. Legalization continues to gain momentum worldwide, which is transforming the cannabis industry and opening new markets. Alongside this, societal attitudes are evolving, becoming more open and accepting, which could lead to cannabis being more widely integrated into healthcare and various industries. Finally, the way cannabis is used and viewed will be heavily influenced by regulatory frameworks and scientific progress, shaping its role and perception in the years to come.